Hello everyone, and welcome back to Subnautica 2! Our goal today is to find some lead, and in which case we now have the scanner station for. Took a little bit to learn how it works, but all you have to do is click on these blue orbs and then it will highlight where it is. I was swimming down to the location of where it was, but this happened. I got you good. Moving on. I came back and I was very scared of this area, but I saw that there was a little hole where there were some lights, and the Nibbler Mango kind of just swam in there like he was the boss. I wonder where he went. Oh, what the heck? Looking around the cave, I was able to find another hatch opening, which contained these. Well, it says it's a garden, but like I think it got robbed.
Zip is dead. Not just reprinted. Dead. We all saw how she suffered. The metal poisoning. Her hands trembled. Her gums turned blue. She was always cold. We thought her visits to the hot caves were therapeutic. Sophie let her get away with it. Everyone loves Zip. But one day she did not return. 2 days. 3. We could hear her black box crying her death down at the bottom of the cave. Why wouldn't Noah reprint her? On the 4th day, Sleep Bay 3 printed a new copy of Zipporah Mog. She was not our Zip. She remembered nothing since the day she boarded the Cicada. Chap says Noah reset her to her last known good state. I am aghast. We are contracted to work off a debt to Altera. But any debt society needs the promise of a jubilee, the trumpet blast of freedom when all is forgiven. Old kings in Babylon declared jubilee when they took the throne lest the people rebel. But now our king can reset the calendar on the day before the jubilee. Naima is right. We are slaves. I must know what is down in that hot cave. I believe Noah fears it and killed Zip to hide it. I believe the Jubilee is out there somewhere in this ocean. A better way to survive.
Anyway, what's important is that we expanded our inventory again! Yeah! Swimming out of that little area, I realized it was nighttime, and there was no way I was going to explore a new area in the night. No thank you. I swam all the way back to my... Why does it kind of look like an irritated eyeball? Yeah, that's what we'll call it. I swam back into my irritated eyeball. When I was in my base, I sorted out my inventory and crafted myself a lot more flares and overall resources, just like salads and waters, and I decided to swim back to where the lead was. Swimming a bit further out, I was able to find the hole again. As I started to swim down, I realized it wasn't actually that bad. I thought that it would be a lot worse. But we were finally able to find lead, and we needed the sonic resonator for this, but we were able to find little pieces of it scattered throughout.
30 seconds.
I was also able to find the power cell terminal fragment, which was very useful considering that we were on our way to a sea vehicle, and we would desperately need that. I beg your finest pardon. Seeing the area that I was in, that absolutely terrified me, so I decided to make haste and gather these resources quickly. I also found a little cave area that was stocked on ores, like silver, lead, and is that a ship? Quick, I want you guys to guess what happened here. Was I A, busy, or B, terrified? I was terrified. I was so scared and freaking out that my brother literally walked over and was like, "Why are you so scared?" Took the controller and started searching the wreck. This is his gameplay right here. This is all him.
Hello there.
The Noetic advisor has transmitted an alert. Return to the life pod at your convenience.
I was genuinely contemplating on leaving, but I knew that there would be something here, so I decided to search under the wreck instead, where it was obviously much safer, you know, because that's what I do. I stay close to the ground. But I was correct. There was an entrance. I was able to find my last tadpole fragment, the bioreactor, and there was also this over here. It was a door, and at first I thought we'd need a laser cutter, because, you know, that's how it worked in the first Subnautica, but no, you actually need the repair tool instead, so yeah, we should probably go craft that. I had to leave the ship to get air, but you could tell that I was very, very terrified, because of the fact that I didn't go up closer to the surface, and so instead I was freaking out and trying to swim against the current to go up, but it would not let me, and I didn't have my air bladder. So, guess what happened here? Yeah, I died. For the first time. Episode 3. All because I was scared. This is so gonna be a problem getting further into the game.
You should not, therefore, grieve the inevitable.
Pilot. Partial voice data retrieved.
Hey! Umala! Uh-oh.
Do you remember the flight to the cicada? Before you were scanned into storage, Ruby kept maneuvering the shuttle wildly, and then apologizing to the passengers. I don't know how you felt about it. Personally, I was charmed. She finds her work intoxicating, and that's what life is all about.
Okay, so Camp 1, the place that I'm terrified of, is only 200 meters away. That is 400 meters, and that's 300. You're telling me I have to go to some area that is probably way deeper than it is further from me to go find some person named Ruby? Yeah, no, I wasn't doing that. I had my eyes set on the moon pool and a bunch of other things so that I could finally, and I do mean finally, get a sea vehicle. Realizing that I couldn't attach it to the floor, probably because it's only one room and there was a scanner station in the way, I had to build more. So that is exactly what I did. I can now craft the moon pool, which is interesting because it works a little differently from the first game. You have to build it as a floor in your base instead of, you know, as what, an entire room structure it was, I believe. But yeah, we built it. I was confused on why there was nothing until I looked at the fact that I needed a tadpole dock and a vehicle fabricator. Yeah, it's not that easy. I did a lot of inventory sorting alongside building more storage because I desperately needed it. And I also went and rebuilt the scanner station because, you know, I kind of brutally murdered it. I looked at some of the other resources that we could scan for, and I did see that there was actually something called lithium, and which I tried to explore for.
Oh, hell no, man.
I won't lie to you guys, I think that area is the scariest one in this game. So I kind of just went back to the base to craft some things and organize my inventories. I went out to explore because I wanted to find more resources because I knew there had to be more stuff over here. I hadn't explored it all. As I was swimming down, I got this message.
Echo-analysis detects human remains interred beneath the sediment. This site is a mass grave.
If I'm being honest, that concerned me, but I mean, like, this area is so pretty in the night. Oh, titanium ingots! I was very happy with the find, but not happy with the circumstance.
Hello there.
Oh, you weren't kidding me! Go, 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 go! Ah, why is it pushing me? So, that happened. I really don't like this game. I decided to get the fluff out of there and just go back to my base, and
30
man,
seconds.
this power production thing is really getting to me. I should probably build a processor that will take even more power from my base. I went around to go find and get the resources so that I could craft the processor, because I'm pretty sure this is what we needed to make ingots. My irritated eyeball? Irritated no more! I was waiting for my power to actually fill up so that I could craft the processor and then figure out what I could make in it. Ooh, look at me. I'm progressing! Yes! Taking a look inside, we were able to craft everything from titanium ingots all the way to germanium? Oh, and we could craft things like biofuel blocks, which I'm pretty sure are for the bioreactor so that we don't run out of power. I found a little wreck that I hadn't seen before, and I was able to get some more titanium. I drank a bottle of water, and I had a nice little salad. Very important information, you needed to know that. Went back to the processor, and I finally crafted myself titanium ingots. Oh, this is what took, what, 2 episodes to find and figure out? Ah. I was one resource away from crafting the sonic resonator, and I could finally go back to that area that had the parasites. But I had finally done it.
The resonator's blueprints include several components not based on Altera designs, or any known human engineering. Despite these irregularities, the resonator will selectively fracture mineral deposits and a narrow range of alien biomolecules.
I had replaced this with my multi-tool because I was really excited to kill a fish. I finally had a way to defend myself from all of these predators. Yes! Yes! What? Did it seriously not do anything? Are you kidding me? After already having my hopes down for this sonic resonator, I went here. Wrong virus. Interesting.
Virus forces into pump nutrients into the rock below, which feeds a central viral factory nearby. Destroy the surrounding coast. Viral replication impaired. Destroy. Seek medical attention. Successful. The juvenile angel comb is clearing the viral infection. The flow of nutrients into the rock pore below has stopped. Following the infected rock pore structure may lead to an adult angel comb with useful adaptations.
We cleared it out and it turned blue. Ugh, nibbler mangoes, I swear to God, I'm gonna shoot you in the face! Of course it doesn't do anything! I found a wreck just over this little area, and what looked to be, I don't even know what those plants are. They look kinda cool though.
Biomass in this region is dominated by a single species of large jelly. Simple ecosystems are often a sign
Guys, I
of
think I know what it
ecological
is.
crisis.
I think it's jelly. While exploring the wreck terribly, I actually found a chunk of titanium, which I found out how the sonic resonator works. Pretty cool, but I was really hoping for a weapon. Also, I didn't want you guys to miss this. I think this right here, this footage that you're seeing, I think that it may be my first official flare throw of the game. I think that this was the time I actually threw my first flare to fend off a predator. I'm so proud of myself. After just a few seconds of exploring, I found an opening that had like this balloon stuff or whatever, and I had to destroy it with a sonic resonator, but we finally got in. The only thing that this wreck had that was good for me was the rebreather. Yeah, that was it. I went back home to see what the blueprints for the rebreather was, and I mean, it wasn't that bad technically. I even crafted myself another locker because I feel like I definitely needed a lot more storage for where I was going. I had my eyes set on the tadpole because I was tired of just having random predators come after me, dude. Like, seriously, if I can't defend myself, I need to have a sea vehicle.
Warning. Power offline.
Bet you had a nice little relaxing moment there. Wanna know the crazy thing? We aren't done getting resources! I was exploring through and I went into this little area where the coral was. And I found this.
Oh, hi!
After getting a close-up of a hammerhead like that, I don't think I ever want to speak of that fish's name again.
It contains useful adaptations, but it must be cleared of virus. One of the juveniles feeding it has been treated. One remains.
We were told to help the kids, but I instead helped myself out of that biome. Oh yeah, and I opened this little part of the wreck, but there like literally was not anything in here aside from a poster and like a little box, but I couldn't even open it. I was checking out a little wreck. I went over here and I found the cool glowy things. I scanned it and then I harvested it.
30 seconds.
I went back home and realized that I could finally craft strong acid, which was pretty useful for blueprints. I really need some lights in this base. Found out that you can have the bioreactor on different levels. You can turn it off, normal, or even overdrive, which of course will probably take more progression from whatever you're using in it to keep it going. But I put it on overdrive and then had switched it back to normal later on. Now that we finally had strong acid, I made myself a power cell. We were very close to crafting the tadpole, and I was excited. Oh, and I crafted the rebreather.
The rebreather scrubs carbon dioxide from exhaled air.
I realized I needed to craft a tadpole dock. I remembered a little spot from the first episode, and I got myself some copper. Finally a dock. Now all I have to do is get the freaking tadpole. I had to get all the resources again, because I had used some of the resources for the tadpole while building the freaking tadpole deck. How convenient for you guys that was just a little bit of time. That took me like 10 freaking minutes. But it's worth it, because now, if it would freaking work. Okay. Alright, I can only be placed there. Now I can finally have a freaking tadpole.
Seek caloric intake.
I'm gonna eat the PDA. Okay, with editor magic, I finally built the tadpole. Oh, it's building like that. Okay. Well, this is interesting. It doesn't really have any animations. I mean, I can expect that. It's early access, but you know what? Honestly, I won't complain. I feel kind of safe with it, I guess. I mean, yeah. Does it have like upgrade slots? Like oh, it does. Oh, you can grab on? I'd imagine that's like a multiplayer thing. Alright, well that's pretty cool. Let's see, can you dock it like the sea moth? Oh yeah, you can. Alright, that's convenient, Well, I think that's about all from me. I kind of did what I wanted to do, which was craft a sea vehicle, and now I think next episode we can go and venture out just a little further and maybe try to get some more upgrades. So yeah, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
Welcome,